Alright, so as everyone probably knows, all the cards from the new set, Descent of Dragons, have now been revealed, guys. And that means that I want to do a little bit of a complete card review now on all the new cards that have been revealed. I'm gonna do it a little bit like different. I'm gonna go over every class specifically. So what I'm gonna do is, now that all the cards have been revealed, I'm gonna go over class by class, because then we have we can see the really good synergies together as well from the class, and then afterwards also give my general impressions on the class in general, what I think can be very good. Alright, to start with, guys, Druid. What is Druid getting? Druid is getting at the start here a 2 mana 1/1 Strength Barrier. Battlecry, summon a 2/2 Trent. 2 mana 3/3 here, very reasonable stats for the card. Kinda a token Druid card, kinda a card that fits maybe in like a Trend Druid in general. Trend Druid not very insane at the moment, kinda weak in general. Maybe based that you can combine it in combination with like a token Druid, so has potential. But a card like this is not bad, but it definitely will need like good support as well to make like shine. It's an okay card, not really great. We can do star ratings as well. From 5 stars, I will give this a 2 star. Evoponis, 5 mana, spell for Druid, draw 2 cards, cost 2 less for each trend you control. Interesting, because it's kind of like whenever you control a trend. This card is very often going to be a card that says 0 mana, draw 2 cards. It's a good card in general, so it's very comparable to like Solemn Vigil, what we had before, as a card that you don't really like play for its cost, or like you kind of play a lot with this cost, where it's gonna become like a 0 mana draw card, or maybe like a 1 mana, but 1 mana draw 2 is really good. This card is quite good, especially in like Trend Druid, because if you play it for 3 mana, it's already reasonable, and very often you're gonna play this card for 0 or 1 mana, where you can like cheat it in. Fits really well with just, let's say, Force of Nature. You play Force of Nature, and you can just play this for free, what gives you like more cards back. Very good card, definitely a good card. We'll rate it like 3 out of 5 in a way, because I am just not sure if Trend Druid is really gonna be a thing, but we will see about that. Strength in Numbers is the side quest here from for the Druid. Side quest, spend 10 mana on minions, reward summon a minion from your deck. Kinda interesting, because this is more a card that you wanna like have a very big Druid, and then this card can be really good, because you spend like, let's say you play like 2 5-drops, and you suddenly summon a minion from your deck as well. Quite different from others. Like, this is a card that you want to play in Big Druid. You want to ramp up, you want to play quest early, you want to play 1 or 2 big boys, and then you summon another big boy. I am not completely sold on this card, because you really have to make your deck around it, and you have to play like minions that don't have like just battle cries, but that have towns that are big. Maybe it fits in like a Dragon Druid, because I think Dragon Druid can be very potentially good. It's one of the Dragon decks that can be good. I will rate it 2 out of 5. Not too sold on this card yet. 3 Forcements. 1 mana. Give your minions +2 health and taunt or summon a 2/2 Trent. 1 mana 2/2 is in general already quite good, right? Give a minion +2 and taunt. +2 health and taunt. 1 mana 2/2. 3 Enforcement. 3 Enforcement. Do you see what they did here, guys? This card is quite good, because 1 mana 2/2 is pretty decent. Also, you have choose 1 options. Kind of decent card. Pretty good. 3 out of 5. Very solid card. I think it mainly is good because like the summon effect is really good. Yeah, I like this card. And here is Goku, or Goru, the legendary from Druid here. What will also have a very nice hero in the next set as well. 7 mana 5/10. For the rest of your game, your trends have +1/+1. Kinda interesting, as it is like a battle cry effect. A 7 mana 5/10 taunt, what is very comparable to Ancient of War. What is like quite okay. at the moment. For the rest of the game, your trends have +1/+1. Your trees have. I feel this is a little slow, because trends are more wanting to go like earlier, and they don't want to rely too much on like the late game part of it. So I think I'm a little worried this card is a little bit slow. It's not really fitting what the trees really want to do, what is like aggressive, spend tokens. This card is just too slow for a kind of a train deck, so I'm really not sold on this archetype at all. And here, guys, in Big Gun, 0 mana, so we're getting another 0 mana card here for Druid. Give all your minions in your deck +2/+2. This costs 1 more, up to 10. They cost 1 more. When I saw this card, like, this card is very comparable to, like, the Caliset in a way. It is different, but also comparison. It gives a lot of buffs to your minions. There is a downside because they are starting to cost 1 more, but you kind of basically play this card and every minion you pay 1 mana extra for a +2/+2 buff. What is quite good. Also, Druid has some like more options where there are like choose 1 cards. Let's say you can compare it to Oasis Surger, where like other cards they get a little extra buff and suddenly they get so much extra stats out of it. What makes like the token also +2/+2, so you play 1 mana but you suddenly get +4/+4, for example. I think this card has a lot of potential in a deck, in a like token deck or anything. This can be really, really strong. It's also a 0 mana card, so you can just play it directly at the start. Very good when you have it in your opening hand. I think it's like really, really a scary card in general. I think it is not as strong as Caliset, but has like really good potential. I will rate it 4 out of 5. And second side quest here for Druid. Druid having 2 side quests. Side quest, attack twice with your hero, reward add 3 claw spells to your hand. So, with this side quest, I am not sure how good it exactly is, because it's pretty decent for 1 mana. Like, Druid is completely fine with hero powering twice during the game. And it's also quite good in general. You just hero power twice. Very often you have mana left over at some point. And then you get like a reward, like 3 claws. What I think can be like it's not an insane reward, but it kind of is like decent. There are also combinations you can do with this card where you fit this in your Gong Druid deck or something. And it can be like really good with like 3 extra claws for a combination. Cards like this are kind of interesting to me because they are not really like high reward, but they are also not really high cost at all. So you just pay 1 mana to add 3 claws. Sounds pretty good deal to me in a way. It's obviously a terrible top deck. Also very important to note, side quests are not starting in your opening hand. So will be a little like awkward sometimes. Very good. It's very good when you have it in your opening hand. I think this is more of a combo card because you want it like with either Auctioneer, with Gong, with just anything in general. Then I feel this card is quite good. I will rate it 3 stars. And here we go, guys. Probably the best card for Druid revealed out of this expansion. Breath of Dreams. 2 mana. Draw a card. If you are holding a dragon, gain an empty mana crystal. You thought that Wildgrove was good. What if Wildgrove now also draws a card? Insane card to me, guys. Completely insane. Because Wildgrove just got nerfed. It was a 2 mana ramp. This is a 2 mana ramp, draw a card. If you play dragons. If you're holding a dragon. Even if you don't hold a dragon, guys, it's just a Wildgrove. And that's the worst case. But completely busted card for me, this one. Super strong. Dragon Druid, I think, has quite some potential. One of the more better dragon cards. And wait, wrong? If you're holding a dragon... no, you draw a card. Wrong way. Sorry. If you are if you don't hold the dragon, it's just 2 mana, draw a card. Wrong. But completely busted card to me, guys. Because this is obviously what you want to play in like a Dragon Druid. And I think Dragon Druid has quite some potential. It's kind of like hard to say a bit with Dragon Druid, because Druid is really weak at the moment besides its quest version. It really relies on quest a bit. But maybe there is like a way. This card definitely brings you the most potential. This card is nuts, guys. 5 out of 5. 5 stars. I'm rating it 5 stars. I think this card's really sick. One of the best cards revealed. But Druid definitely needs it as well. If Druid wants to get away from its quest version, guys, it needs a card like this. Because Druid really got hurt a lot by the recent nerfs. Next up, Emerald Explorer, 6 mana 4/8. Taunt, Battlecry, Discover a Dragon. Pretty decent. 6 mana 4/8 with a Taunt is a quite good stat line for a Taunt. Normally what you have in the 6 slot is like Sunwalker, maybe what you can compare it with is the 6 mana 4/7 from the Warrior, what is a very good card. And also Battlecry, Discover a Dragon. Really good stat line. Taunt is really, really relevant on this card. If this card would not have Taunt, I would rate it quite weak. But because it has Taunt, it's actually really strong. I think it's very comparable to like Sunwalker, but then with an even better effect of like Battlecry, Discover a Dragon. Not that you get a dragon or anything, it's Discover a Dragon. So really good, because you can literally choose which one you want with the Discover a Dragon. I think this card's really good. I rate it 4 stars. And then Sara Unleashed. Sara is becoming the new dragon for the Druid as a 9 mana 4/12. Battlecry, shuffle 7 Dream Portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a random dragon. So obviously these Dream Portals, guys, have insane value and a lot of potential. I'm a little bit worried about this card because I think this card is kind of slow at the moment. It's a little bit comparable to just the standard Sara, where it also is a 9 mana 4/12 with like a strong effect. You get like a dream card in your hand. This is a 9 mana 4/12 where you kind of in the late game will get a lot of Dream Portals and can get a lot of value going. It's a really good card in a like value meta or like in a greedy meta, but in this current meta it's really slow. Like there is not a single deck at the moment that plays Sara. So yes, Druid has better potential. Yes, Druid can ramp. Yes, Druid can also play like another supported dragon cards that will make this card cheaper, what we'll see later. But I don't think this card is going to be consistent enough. It just seems a bit too slow to me. If this card had Taunt, it will be really good. But without Taunt for 9 mana, just summoning this seems kind of hard. In a way, it is comparable to Nomi, but it's just kind of worse. Because it's a card you want to play in late game, but Nomi is just consistent, where this card kinda is not as consistent. It needs to draw as well. It's kind of slow. I think it's too slow. I will rate it 2 stars. So that's it for Druid, guys. Druid probably is going to be... We will see way more dragons soon as well, when we're going to take a look at the other cards. Has a lot of potential with dragons, Druid. I don't really believe in the trend archetype at all. But hey, maybe people can surprise me. Thanks as well everyone for subbing, guys. Gonna notice you later after the review.